What's everyone's favorite Marvel prop? We asked around, and it turns out there's one that stands out head and shoulders,
or arm and fist,
above the rest. So we decided to try it out. I'm Preston.
And I'm Dalton. And in this twin challenge, we're going to see who can build a better Infinity Gauntlet. With one catch.
All the materials have to come from the dollar store. Let's go.
Here we are at the Dollar Tree. These look pretty good.
I can always use some poster board.
These would be a great option for, cutting up and doing different shapes. All right, I think I'm gonna do these for the jewels.
Those might be good.
We got red, blue, yellow, green, and purple.
Those might work. Let me show you what I got. So first, I just have this for some structure. I'll probably just use it for a stand to hold it up while I work on it. These gold poster boards were awesome, and they show a lot of marring on them, so you have to be really careful with them, but I was so happy to find these. I'm going to make most of my gauntlet out of this. I bought 5 of these. We'll see how far we get. Found some gold plates and some of these. I don't even know what these are. Pole bows. I guess they hang on your windows or something. I don't know. But they were gold, so I figured, why not? And then clear gems. I have some red gems. And I have some blue gems. I also thought it would be cool to have them light up. So I got these little lights. And then I got these other battery-powered lights that are colored in case I want to use those for the gems.
Just got back from the dollar store, and I'm pretty excited about this because I wasn't expecting to find that great of stuff. But I really want to beat Preston, and I think I found the stuff that can do it. So to start out with the build, I'm going to use a glove, and to get the armored pieces that go around the glove, I'm going to use these plates, and I'm going to just cut out the shape that I need. I'm going to do the shape that goes around the back of the hand. I'm going to do the shapes that go around the fingers, and I think also I'm going to do a shape that goes down here. So I'm going to start out with that, and then we'll get on to more details after. Look at that. That's awesome. Especially with dollar store finds, I feel like that's about as good as it gets. I'd be surprised if Preston's gonna beat this. Unless he magically found the same plates that I found. I'm genuinely surprised at how well this is turning out. Preston's going down. Just look at that. I mean, that's awesome. I love it. You're going down, Preston.
I really have to up my game from last time. I was not super happy with either of my lightsaber hilts. And so I'm going to put a lot more time into my preparation first before getting into actually building anything. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw out a template on here that I can cut out and form the gauntlet with. And I think this view of the glove is the coolest, so I'm going to be using this one as a reference. And guys, I don't even actually like Marvel movies very much, so I don't even know what the other side of the gauntlet looks like. So I'm going to focus on the back side. I'm not going to worry about the front side much. Let's see how it goes. Man, all this extra work better be worth it. I want to beat him, but I want you guys to know that I don't suck. He's been better than me at a lot of things throughout our life, but he's not going to be better than me at this. I don't know what he found at Dollar Tree, but I think this is going to be good. I'm ready to start gluing.
The next thing we need to do is the fine details. Each one of these armor pieces has some molding around the edges. It has some designs in the middle. There's some designs around each of the jewels. So that's what we're going to do next. I'm just going to keep using the paper plates. So these have been awesome to work with so far. And I'm just going to be doing a lot of cutting. And I think also, as soon as I'm done with that, I'll probably cut the jewels out from these. Well, I think it's looking pretty good so far. I just finished cutting out and gluing on all these raised patterns and designs on here. I may have to add a little bit of extra color to make them stand out a little more. They're kind of hard to see right now. But I just got done with those. And I also just got done cutting out the jewels. And the jewels are a little bit flat and boring. So I'm trying to figure out how to make them better. One idea I had was, since they're removable in the movie, I have these little magnetic buttons. So I was thinking maybe I'll use these to make them removable on here. So then maybe that will make the jewels a little less boring. So I'm going to try that and we'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, you have got to see this. So cool. I think this might be the coolest part of my project. So I got the Infinity Stones on there and I glued them to these magnets, and I wrapped the magnets in the same thing that the top of the Infinity Stone is made out of, so to give it kind of some depth. Anyways, this is so cool. Watch this. They're removable. So cool. I think that's what's going to put my project over the top. I don't know for sure, but I doubt Preston has thought of making the Infinity Stones removable. So yeah, I think that might be what beats him. You're going down, Preston, because of my removable Infinity Stones.
While you guys were looking at his mess, I took the liberty of creating a stand to hold this because it kept falling over while I was trying to glue it together. And then I also put in my little twinkling lights. They're taped in behind each hole so they'll illuminate the gems. So now I'm going to paint some of these gems because I only have 3 colors. I'm going to paint the other 3 and then we'll glue them in. And then we'll get to the embossed details. I hope that he's just racking his brain trying to figure out how to do these embossed details. I actually have a really good idea. I'm excited for this. I think it's really going to sell it. And I hope that he just keeps racking his brain until he runs out of time. Since I'm not really a Marvel fan, I have no clue if I have the right colors here. You guys let me know in the comments. I had so many different reference photos that had different colors in different orders. So I'm just going to go with one of them. And you guys let me know in the comments if I get it wrong. I'm loving it so far. I think it's looking so good. This shine to the poster board that I got from the dollar store is just so good. I almost don't have to worry about the finish other than those embossed details. I think the light is working out great. I think everything else is working out great. I still need fingertips. These are so hard for me to do. I made one and I thought it was too complicated, and so I left it for later. This one's actually probably too big for any of these fingers. I think it's looking awesome. One problem I have right now is this hand area is open way too wide, so I need to close that up a little bit. And now for the final details, all of the embossed details on this metal. The only thing that I didn't buy at the dollar store, gold hot glue, got it on Amazon. I'm just going to use a smaller size glue gun, and I think I'm going to have to freehand what's on here because I can't tape it, because removing tape off of this will remove the finish from the poster board. So I think I'm just going to have to freehand it. I tested it out and the gold glue looks horrible. It looks so bad. regular glue looks so much better. So I'm just going to use regular glue. Hopefully he used gold glue. I'm going to use regular glue. I'm so nervous.
Shadows rise, the world's in fear. Evil's close, but we stand near. Through the fire, through the pain, side by side we rise again. Thunder strikes and shields collide. A battle rages, stars align. Through the darkness, through the fight, we won't fall, we own the night. Avengers, assemble! We will never fall or tremble. Standing tall, we fight together for the world. We last forever. Avengers, assemble! Feel the power, hear the rumble. We are strong, we won't surrender. Side by side, we fight together. Iron hearts and webs that swing. Gods with thunder, soldiers king. From the ashes we ignite. For the lost we bring the light. Thunder strikes and shields collide. A battle rages.
I don't know how well you can see that, but I thought it worked out pretty good. I was so nervous because this finish doesn't mark very well, so I couldn't draw out the designs with a pencil, and I couldn't tape it off to make sure my glue lines were straight or anything. I just had to be really, really careful, and I thought I did a pretty good job. There are definitely some spots where I know that I messed up, but he'll never be able to tell. He's just going to be jealous.
The next thing I need to do is, I don't know if you can see, but I have all these raised patterns here that I put on. They're just cut out of these plates. And I need a way for them to stand out a little bit more. So my plan is to just get some acrylic paint and paint around them. Well, I'm not super happy with the finishes. It does look better than it did before, but my main issue is, I don't know if you can see here, but I painted the palm and like the thumb right here. And with this rubber glove, the paint just doesn't really stay on. So the more I move it around, the more paint chips off, but I think I'm going to call it anyway.
So now the last thing I want to do is give it a little bit of weathering. I'm going to try to dry brush some black paint on there just to make it look a little bit weathered and to help these embossed areas stand out a little bit more. And that'll be my final touch. All right. Well, this was a really fun one for me. I actually had a ton of fun with this. How did it go for you?
Yeah, this was super fun. I was a little surprised at what I was able to find at the dollar store and how good it turned out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, same. I didn't expect much from the dollar store, but I was actually pretty impressed with what I was able to find. What was the hardest part for you?
Oh, I was really happy with it about 80% of the way through. It looked really, really good. But then when I got to the finishes, I would say those were probably the hardest and made it turn out a little bit how I didn't want. What about you?
Two things. The fingertips were killer. I had such a hard time with the fingertips. And then the embossed details on it were also pretty nerve-wracking to do, but they were also just really complicated with all of like the glue hair and stuff that was getting everywhere. All right. Who do you want to go first?
You could go first this time.
All right. Here's mine.
So here's mine.
Okay, guys, who do you think did it better? Let us know in the comments. Put a P if you think Preston won, and put a D if you think Dalton won.
Have any tips on how we could have made these even better? Let us know in the comments.
And if you want to see more twin challenges, subscribe.